This is big. Jason White had never been this close to winning one of these babies. Fourth here a year ago. Like you said, Phil, 2011's been a struggle for Jason and his team. I love Jason White, though, because he believes in himself. He said, we got something wrong with our trucks. He never said there's something wrong with Jason White. And here he's sitting on the front row with a restart green, white checkered. If he could pull off this victory against that cat sitting to his outside, it's be the career night for Jason White.
And remember, Kyle Busch has not been the fastest truck probably the last 50 laps, but he's been able to hold these guys off.
But how many times have we said there's nobody I would rather have for a lap or two after a restart than Kyle Busch? He's got 2 laps. He has to have 2 more good laps.
And look who's right there in third spot.
Elliott Sadler.
He's got that thing tuned up. He was dominant in the first part of this race. What did he lead? Some 47, 48 laps, almost 50 laps early in the going. So you know Elliott Sadler has winning on his mind.
First 2 rows, we've got 2 guys who have never won a truck race. This could change tonight. A green-white checker finish. It's the 3rd one of 2011, the 3rd time it's happened at Kentucky. Coming back through the tri-oval, Kyle Busch, Jason White, 1 and 2. Green flag back in the air.
A good start by Kyle. Look at Elliott Sadler making it 3 wide for second.
Parker Kligerman on the outside trying to take second away as well. Kligerman with the momentum on the outside. He's going to get second away from Elliott Sadler.
Elliott got really, really loose. That puts him in the middle of 3 wide.
Jason White back to the bottom, trying to grab 3rd away from Sadler. But look at Brendan Gaughan on the outside, bringing Todd Bodine with it.
Brendan Gaughan moves up to 3rd. Bodine moves into the 4th spot. Can Parker Kligerman reel in the 18? 1 lap of racing to go when they get to the stripe. White flag in the air.
Todd Bodine, we haven't hardly talked about the entire race. He's running 4th right now, trying to get 3rd away from his teammate.
Parker Kligerman trying to find a way around the 18 of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch trying to hang on with a truck he didn't think could win tonight.
He's got to make 2 more turns, and it's going to go straight to victory lane, Rick.
Kyle Busch in the Dollar General number 18 didn't practice earlier this morning in the truck, but he didn't need it. Victory lane is the next stop for the 18 of Kyle Busch.
3 wide for the 6th spot. What a battle in that green-white checker those guys were having.
Elliott Sadler came off the corner 8th, and he was able to get back by those 2 other trucks that were 3 wide with him. But how about Kyle Busch? We talked about it, Michael. Nobody we would rather have for a lap or 2 after a restart than Kyle Busch.
Impressive finishes for Parker Kligerman. Brendan Gaughan comes home in 3rd. Bodine is 4th. Jason White holds on for a top 5.
That's a consecutive second-place finish for Parker Kligerman, too.
What about Todd Bodine stepping up and grabbing a 4th spot? This team's on the brink of not going to the races. Todd gets a good solid top 5 finish for those guys.
29th win for Kyle Busch in just his 93rd start in the Camping World Truck Series. That is 2nd all-time to Ron Hornaday.
That breaks the 3-way tie for 2nd with Jack Sprague and Mike Skinner.
The celebrations begin.
Watch what Kyle Busch does here, Phil. He's going to go ahead and squeeze Jay White down. Look, he's sort of out of line. He's going to bring the other guys in line with him, but he's got Jay pinched down. That's just a way of just rattling Jay's cage a little bit, saying, okay, I'm going to come over, and Jason, instead of thinking about nailing that restart, Jason might be thinking for a split second, what's he doing? Why is he doing that? And that threw him off just enough for Kyle to get that huge jump. Great move by Kyle Busch.
Kyle had a great restart. Jason White slid back to the 5th position.
And oh, by the way, that's his 5th win of the year out of 10 races.
5th win by Kyle Busch. And remember, Kyle Busch Motorsports won with Casey Kane when Kyle wasn't in the truck. So the 6th win for Kyle Busch Motorsports in 10 races.
Pretty impressive for our last year's championship owning team.
Very impressive. Kyle Busch once again celebrates in the Camping World Truck Series.
He talked about it earlier this week. He really wants to do the sweep here. He's got a pretty good start.
He started that.
I think he's the only guy that can.
He is now. So he'll grab the checkered flag. You know, it's amazing the response he gets. You can hear the boos. You can hear the cheers.
Everybody's saying something.
Yes. They are voicing their opinions.
Remember at Bristol? Started last, drove to victory lane. Kentucky starts last, wins again.
After missing the drivers' meeting earlier today, he had to start in the back of the pack, and that is his 98th NASCAR win. Welcome back to Kentucky Speedway, and there in victory lane is Kyle Rowdy Busch. Let's go down to Hermie.
Kyle Busch, Camping World Truck Series victory number 29 and number 6 of 10 this year for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Well, you made it interesting for us. Qualified 8, started in the back. Got some good breaks along the way and held on through some very interesting restarts. Tell us about your night.
Well, it's been a long day, first of all. You know, good thing I skipped the first morning practice. Otherwise, I'd have had about 20 more laps in me. But thank you. Appreciate you looking out for me. I can't say enough about these guys on this KBM team. Can't say enough about Dollar General, Toyota, Flexco, M&M's, Triad Racing Engines. You know, I mean, everybody just that pitches into this deal makes it happen. It's fun for us to come out here. It's fun for all these guys. They love it. Eric and Rick and everybody that does a great job for us. You know, it was looking to be a 3-truck night, and then he had his problems. I don't even know what happened. And then the 22 was coming on me, so I'm like, all right, here comes another one. And you know, the caution come out and kind of saved us. He would have passed us, but you know, we never give up. That's our mentality. We might not have the fastest truck tonight, but we certainly gave it our all. And say enough about Joe Gibbs Driven Racing Oil, Electric Sunglasses, Camping World, of course. Appreciate those guys.
Talk about the last restart. You had a bunch of unfamiliar faces around you on that last restart, but your last one was your best one.
Yeah, the second to last one was some unfamiliar too, and then the last one, yeah, the last one, those guys got, you know, can't think of him, 23.
Jason White.
Jason White, sorry, Jason. But yeah, I mean, Jason was on my inside there, and I know these guys are racing for their lives, you know, trying to get their first win, and we were just able to motor on and get a better restart than they did, you know, not spin our tires as much and accelerate forward. So again, you know, just a great night for all of us. Thank all these guys. They did a great job for me all weekend, and hopefully this is just a start. Maybe we can have a couple more this weekend, and we'll see. But thank Gillette and the fans as well, too.
That's Kyle Busch. He's in victory lane. Ray?
And Parker Kligerman was watching the video there. We've been talking a little bit. I know I heard you on the radio say you chased the track a lot tonight, but how about back-to-back second-place finishes?
Yeah, you know, I said there too, this team has worked their tails off the last few months. We're a tiny team. This came together late. I put us in a little bit of a hole at the beginning of the year in terms of kind of crashing trucks and such, but, you know, I kind of got my head screwed on straight here these last few races, and we've just slowly chipped away at it. You know, qualifying one better each week, obviously finishing second twice in a row. And, you know, as a tiny team, we need those little breaks that we just had to get trucks built and such. But, you know, I want to thank the guys that make this possible. Brad Keselowski, Penske Truck Rental, Ram, and R&B Transport. They make this possible. You know, we're trying to go the whole season. We want to, you know, get high in the points, convince these people that we need to go the whole season. And I just can't thank these guys enough. My crew chief, Jeff Stankwitz, you got to hear this. This marks his first year as a crew chief. And he has built this program to one of the best programs here with no funding. You know, I mean, it's crazy what we've been able to do. And I told my guys on the cool-down lap, I said, mark what we're doing right here, because we got to do this all year. And on top of that, I want to say that I wanted to make a move on 18, but we had top points tonight, and we really needed them. So.
He's going for points, guys. You believe that? I mean, he's racing side by side with Kyle Busch. Great night tonight for Team 29.
And we take a look at those Ford point standings. Amazingly enough, the top 6 in points all had issues tonight.
That is amazing.
Johnny Sauter added 3 points, and he had a broken axle.
Yeah, how about that? Cole, we thought he was going to come out here 40, 50 points behind. He ends up staying in second. But how about Parker Kligerman, James Busher, both jumping up 3 positions. And remember, James Busher missed a race. If James Busher would have run in one of his team trucks at Phoenix and maybe had a 15th place finish, he right now would be inside of 5 points of the lead.
And can I just tell you guys, Matt Crafton, Coulter, Brendan Gaughan, they all said they're going to look at the points and say, what a great night we had. I mean, this is a top 10 truck now battle for the points lead.
2 rookies in the top 5 in the Ford point standings. But in victory lane tonight, as we've seen so many times before, Kyle Busch celebrating again.